since we're dealing with the idea of challenges, I'm emphasizing that we must, on our personal level, we must look specifically at what our interpretation of a challenge is as it pertains to that particular situation that you're dealing with. You do not want to take a topical approach and just, gosh, everything is just falling apart, it's just difficult, it's challenging. What is falling apart? What is difficult? What is challenging? What do I mean by everything is falling apart? What do I mean by it's difficult? What do I mean by it's challenging? What is it that's actually taking place to allow me to identify something as a difficulty in this story, in this situation? Let me actually identify what I'm speaking about, what I'm telling myself, so that it is not a topical discussion in my mind or with other people as to how difficult things are. We say that all the time, how difficult it is, but you have to, it's like you're not taking it apart. You have to take it apart. You have to see for yourself what makes up my story right now about this particular thing. I'm not even talking about your story, your general story, but I'm talking about that particular thing that you are facing. What is it that makes it up? What is the data in it? What is the information coded in it? What is the pattern in it? What are the behaviors that I'm looking at about this particular thing that makes me identify it as a challenge? What is it? That is super important, because the step 1, step 2, step 3, which is wonderful, but I am telling you, in the end, the best way to get through this is to be able to look specifically at what we are speaking of, and not just go, well, I've been doing this, and then, gosh, as soon as I tried to do this with money, it just seemed like everything just started falling apart. Let me then sit and write down what has been falling apart in my life now that I've said that I'm making these changes. I do that. I'll list it. Okay, exactly. Because I want to get in there. I want to get inside this thing and identify it. Because you have to remember, I call the automated self. It's the robot self that is talking about all this, that is experiencing all of this, that is reaching into its memory bank of difficulties and challenges, and it just does it over and over. So unless you get in there and list them and pull it out and write it down and examine it, that will be your only moment of really having a true opportunity to, as a matter of fact, dissolve it right then and there.